Cyber Daily News for June 21st, 2026. Leading today, security firm ESET has pulled back the curtain on a ransomware operation called The Gentleman. What sets this crew apart isn't its ransomware. It's that they hand affiliates a ready-to-use, operator-managed tool suite built to kill endpoint security software before the ransomware ever runs, abusing vulnerable drivers to disable protection. ESET says this lowers the barrier for affiliates and makes the group especially attractive to them. Since emerging in late 2025, the Gentlemen have claimed over 500 victims and rank among the 5 most active ransomware operations of the year so far. Next, researchers are tracking a new malware strain called CryptoBandits that's more than it appears. Beyond stealing data, it doubles as a backdoor for remote code execution, and it routes its traffic through a local proxy while abusing the Tor network to stay hidden. The blend of data theft and stealthy remote control makes it a versatile and dangerous threat. Turning to the ongoing FortiBleed saga, new details reveal the staggering scale of the operation behind it. Researchers say a multi-operator crew ran an industrial-scale attack on Fortinet VPN devices worldwide, mass scanning over 300,000 FortiGate login endpoints and spraying more than 1 billion credential combinations with a custom tool running tens of thousands of threads. A parallel campaign hammered database servers with over 2 billion login attempts. Once inside, the attackers deployed network sniffers to harvest clear-text credentials. The leaked data exposed credentials for roughly 74,000 devices, and authorities have warned those credentials are being actively exploited. On the web front, website administrators remain under active attack. A critical flaw in the Joomla content editor lets unauthenticated attackers upload editor profiles and execute arbitrary code on vulnerable servers. Joomla warns the exploit code is public and the attacks are automated, so even sites without public registration are at risk. A separate flaw in the LiteSpeed cPanel plugin is also being exploited, threatening shared hosting environments. If you run either, patch immediately. In a major win for law enforcement, a coordinated international effort known as Operation EndGame has struck one of the internet's most persistent malware networks, SocGholish. Agencies from the Netherlands, Canada, the United States, and Germany, working through Europol, took down more than 100 servers and domains and cleaned nearly 15,000 compromised WordPress sites used to push fake update malware. Proofpoint, which has tracked the group since 2018, supported the action. Turning to healthcare, pharmaceutical giant Novo Nordisk has disclosed a security incident. The company says an unauthorized intruder copied a limited amount of clinical trial data along with healthcare professional contact details. Novo Nordisk states its core operational systems were not disrupted and business continuity was unaffected. But the exposure of clinical and medical data remains a serious concern. In regulatory news, the US Department of Transportation has closed its probe into Delta Airlines, tied to last year's massive CrowdStrike outage. The closure brings an end to one of the more prominent government inquiries that followed that widespread disruption. And finally, in policy, French President Emmanuel Macron is urging the world's wealthy democracies to work together on regulating advanced AI systems, and is calling on the United States to share its cutting-edge AI. As AI increasingly shapes both cyber offense and defense, international coordination on the rules is becoming a central question. That's a wrap for today's Cyber Daily News. CVE numbers and other details can be found in the links in the show notes. Be sure to subscribe so you stay ahead of the latest threats in cybersecurity, and catch us on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform. See you next time.